Hi everybody, it's Jessica from Chambray Blues. We are back to put the wide border on our quilt top. This is the Daisy Days Throw quilt from Riley Blake Designs and Cricut. It's a kit that you can buy. I'll put the link in the notes. And we are making this design here. It's called the spinning wheels. So we have the top assembled, as you can see. I've got the pink border already on it. And now we're adding the yellow wide border to the sides. So in my last tutorial, I talked about how to cut your border. Now we are going to sew it together. The border pieces were stitched with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And we're just going to take two pieces that have been stitched together and add them to the side of the quilt. I'm using a 2.4 stitch length on my sewing machine, and we will be using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. We're going to match up the corners at the top and just go straight down the side. You do not need to back tack, just go straight, sew straight along. I am just matching it up as I go. I don't use pins. Pins tend to get stuck in the machine and will break your needles and make you have repairs for your machine. So as you work, just make sure you have both the seam allowances together. And I'm feeling underneath here, make sure that everything's flat as I go down the seam. When you come to the part where it was sewn together, you can just open that seam allowance with your fingers, flatten it out, sew over the top. I'm going to sew right off the piece, and then stop my machine, lift the needle, and trim my threads. And then we're just going to cut off the excess fabric so that it's even with the bottom of the quilt. There we go. There we have it. There's our wide border. Of course, it will need pressing, and I will also starch it. The rest of the quilt pieces have already been starched. You can go through and trim all your threads off when you're ironing. And we're going to add this border to each side of the quilt, and then we're ready to put it together with the backing and the filling and proceed with the quilting. And I'll have more tutorials on that. You can find more of my tutorials at chambrayblues.com or here on YouTube. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.